And after she told me about the day, she says, Dad, I'm feeling a bit of headache. And when I took some tea, I felt like vomiting. I felt nausea. So I called my driver and told her to take her to Karen Hospital so that they can find out what it is. So they went to Karen Hospital, did some tests, and gave her some medication.
There are moments that leave an entire country shocked. Moments so painful that even words fail to explain them. Kenyans are mourning the sudden and breaking death of Anita Kendi, the daughter of former Meru Governor Kiraitu Murungi. What began as a normal, joyful evening quickly turned into a terrifying nightmare that nobody in the family expected. One moment, she was healthy, energetic, and full of life, and just hours later, she was gone. This tragic story has left many people asking one painful question. How can someone who looked completely fine suddenly lose their life overnight? Stay with us until the end as we break down Anita Kendi's final hours, the emotional reaction from leaders across Kenya, and painful lessons many people are now learning from this tragedy. According to reports shared by the family, Anita Kendi had spent the day attending an important conference involving African women researchers. Everything seemed normal. In fact, she reportedly returned home cheerful, energetic, and excited after what had been a successful event. Nothing appeared unusual. No one imagined danger was slowly approaching. Family members say she came back home in high spirits and even discussed plans for the following day. It was simply another normal evening in the Murungi household.
Well, last Wednesday, there was a conference in Windsor of African women researchers, and women from all over Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa. So she was there as part of the Camel team, and she was very excited about that conference. They were talking about public health finance. It's a big debate in Kenya. So then she came found me at home, and after she told me about the day, she says, Dad, I'm feeling a bit of headache. And when I took some tea, I felt like vomiting. I felt nausea. So I called my driver and told her to take her to Karen Hospital so that they can find out what it is. So they went to Karen Hospital, did some tests, and gave her some medication. Then she came home just before midnight, and she said yes, she was feeling better. And then we had a chat kidogo, and then she says, now in midnight she has go to sleep because she has to wake up very early the following day so that she can go back to a conference in Windsor. So she sorted tukaenda kulala, and no issues at all. Mpaka sasa saa 10 ya usiku, here our house help knocking frantically at our door, so we go out. And then she just talk to us, she just starts walking, so we follow her. So we go to Anita's home. We find her struggling. We try to talk to her. She's not talking, just pain. So we took her with the car again, and took her to Nairobi Hospital at about 4 a.m. We trying to, of course, manage her in the car. But when we get to Nairobi Hospital, as a casualty, fortunately for us, I think some of you might know Dr. Nabea. Dr. maybe I was the one manning the casualties. So when he saw me come out of the car, he also came out. I don't know what he was doing near the door there. So kaniambia nini? So I told him he came, they took her in, and then he called another colleague. Sometimes he came and called me and told me, sorry, she has no pass. I can call her, take with her. So that's the story. It was bad.
But only a short while later, everything changed. After having tea at home, Anita suddenly began complaining of a severe headache. At first, the symptoms may not have appeared extremely serious. Many people experience headaches every day and recover after rest or medication. But in Anita's case, things escalated very fast. The headache reportedly became intense. She then started feeling nauseous and began vomiting. Seeing her condition worsen, the family immediately became alarmed. Former Governor Kiraitu Murungi quickly arranged for her to be rushed to hospital for emergency medical attention. At that moment, the family still believed she would recover. Nobody imagined they were entering the darkest hours of their lives. At the hospital, doctors attended to Anita and conducted medical result tests. For a moment, there was hope. After treatment, she reportedly seemed to improve and was later discharged. The family felt relieved, believing the worst had passed. In fact, reports indicate Anita even talked about returning to the conference the next day. Imagine the relief the family must have felt. After hours of fear and uncertainty, they believed she was finally stable again. But sadly, the calm will not last. At around 4 a.m., Anita's condition suddenly deteriorated again. This time, the symptoms were reportedly far more serious and frightening. Panic filled the home. Family members rushed to save her life as fast as possible. She was hurried to Nairobi Hospital in an emergency effort to get advanced treatment. Every second mattered. One can only imagine the fear, confusion, and desperation the family felt during that drive to hospital, hoping doctors would somehow save her. But fate had already taken a devastating direction. Despite the efforts by medical teams, Anita Kendi was suddenly pronounced dead upon arrival. The news shattered the Murungi family. A daughter, a loved one, a brilliant woman with dreams, ambitions, and a future ahead of her was suddenly gone. The tragedy has also shocked many Kenyans because of how quickly everything happened. Just hours later, she was alive, smiling, and planning for tomorrow. Then suddenly, silence. Moments like these remind people just how unpredictable life can be. Following news of her death, messages of condolences poured in from leaders and Kenyans across the country. President William Ruto joined other leaders in mourning the family and sending words of comfort during this painful time. Kithure Kindiki and several political figures also expressed shock over the sudden loss. Social media has since been flooded with emotional tributes from Kenyans describing Anita as intelligent, hardworking, and inspiring. Many people have also reflected deeply on the importance of taking sudden severe symptoms seriously, especially intense headaches, vomiting, or unexplained illness. This tragedy has now sparked wider conversations among Kenyans about how health awareness and emergency response. Doctors often warn that severe headaches combined with vomiting can sometimes signal dangerous underlying conditions that require urgent medical attention. And while the exact medical cause behind Anita's death has not been fully discussed publicly, many people are now encouraging others not to ignore sudden serious symptoms. Life can change within minutes. One moment everything seems normal, and the next moment families are left in tears. As the Murungi family mourns this painful loss, Kenyans everywhere continue to stand with them in prayer and support. Losing a loved one suddenly is one of the hardest experiences any family can face. May Anita Kendi rest in peace. And may this heartbreaking tragedy remind all of us to cherish every moment with the people we love, because tomorrow is never guaranteed. So, what are your thoughts on this heartbreaking story? Do you think enough awareness exists about sudden death health emergencies in Kenya? Leave your condolences and thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more trending stories and updates. Cash Media Kenya, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.